Okay, so today's session, we're going to look a lot at breath work. I'm just going to pull up all of my notes here because I have a ton of stuff that I want to get through. I know I don't usually focus too much on breath when we're doing our warm-ups and workouts, so I figured I'd do one specifically tailored towards breath work. Also, a lot of relaxation. This is using some of the polyvagal theory stuff, and just to really give you some tools and tips to be able to manage any anxiety, any stress, to reset, but also to really help with your lung capacity for when you're singing and such. So we're going to start off just checking in with our straight up breath technique. What you want to do is put one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. And we're going to really focus on making sure our in-breath is bringing expansion down here, and that our chest and our shoulders aren't rising up when we're breathing in. So you want to feel, for those of you listening on the MP3, I'm going to be throwing this on YouTube as well, so you can watch this on YouTube. And this is actually part of our weekly vocal workout. So if you're interested in joining that too, you can check it all out at rocketvocalstudios.com. So again, if you want a visual and you're listening to the audio, head over to the YouTube channel. There's all the links for that on the website and on social media too. So hand on your abdomen or your belly, really thinking about expansion down here as your lower lungs expand. Chest stays really neutral. Your shoulders aren't going to pop up. You're going to keep your shoulders really relaxed. So let's just take a few breaths, just getting used to that and checking in. So we're going to just breathe in and breathe out. Good. Shoulders stay as relaxed as they can. Breathe out. Doesn't help that I just ate my lunch. Breathing in and breathe out. So what we're trying to avoid is that big shoulder hike as you breathe in, because that's going to really limit you for engaging your full lung capacity. So just one more, really feeling that lower lung engagement. So breathing in and breathe out. So now we're going to breathe in using the proper technique, and then we're going to do some hiss bursts. Actually, no, we're going to do a hiss and hold, sorry. So we're going to breathe in, and then for as long as it's comfortable, you don't have to go as long as I do, but just for as long as you can until you feel a little bit of engagement in your lower lungs, your support area, to just push the last bit of air out. If you feel lightheaded at all, if you feel anything slightly off, dizzy, any of that kind of stuff, excuse me, just be sure that you stop and reset, pause the video, pause the audio, and just get regrounded, get reset, and make sure everything's back to normal. But don't push yourself, go within your own boundaries here. Okay, you don't have to go for as long as I do, and if you can go longer, then great, have at it. So for now, let's just take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to hold that hiss. So breathing in and then and then engage a little push at the end. You'll feel your abs sort of contracting, a little bit of work down there, and then just give it a little bit of a push to get that last bit of air out. We're going to do this a few more times. So breathing in and breathing in. When it comes to your in-breath after that, because you've created a bit of a vacuum, your in-breath might just naturally want to just suck right back in. So just be prepared for that and just go with that. So breathing in nice and strong. And going to do two more of those. This is really getting your brain and your body used to what your lung capacity is. So in a singing from a singing point of view, this is just getting everything used to those sensations. When you're holding a note or when you're singing a line, your body is going to know, okay, we've got the air to continue, we've got the air to add volume, or we don't have the air, we need to wrap this up. Okay, so this is just getting everything synced up so that you know the sensations, you know what your lung capacity is at and what you can do. So again, breathing in and breathe in. Last one, really make it count. Awesome. Reset your shoulders, do a couple of little shoulder rolls, get everything really nice and relaxed. And now we're going to do a nice strong in breath. And this time, instead of a sustained hiss, we're going to do hiss bursts. We're going to aim for 5 to start, nice and strong, and then we'll work up and increase our numbers. So start off breathing in, and 5 times we're going to go tss, 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 tss. Breathe in. Tss, 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 tss. Breathe in. Tss, 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 tss. Breathe in. Tss, 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 tss. Last time, breathe in. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to conserve a little bit of the air that we're pushing out. We're going to increase our hisses. We're going to reduce the amount of air coming out. Again, this is all about managing your airflow and getting your body used to how to really manage how much you're putting out versus how much you're taking in and how long you can hold and all of that good stuff. So this is going to be really valuable for your singing on an almost subconscious level. So it's going to really, really help you. So again, thinking about your good breath technique, shoulders relaxed, really filling up down low. And we're going to go for 10 bursts now. So we're conserving a little bit of air, really managing the output. So breathing in. And breathe in. Breathing in. Breathing in. One more time. Awesome. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to look at our lip rolls and we're going to do lip roll revs. So like revving a motorbike, we're going to go with a so we'll start with 5. And again, you want to get to the end of the 5 and feel like you've really used your lung capacity. And then when we go and increase to 10, you're going to really start managing that so that you can get further than the 5, get to 10. And again, use up all of that air. You don't want to have air left over. We're really working on managing airflow and controlling it so that you're like, you can really count to 5 and then be done with your air, or really count to 10, be done with your air, but not be struggling when you get to 9 or when you get to 4. All about learning that control. So again, we're going to breathe in and we're going to do our lip rolls for 5. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. We'll do one more. Awesome. Now we're going to hold back, conserve a little bit of air, and we're going to go for 10. So again, if you feel lightheaded, if you feel dizzy, it does take quite a bit of air for this because you have to maintain the lip roll. So just be kind to yourself and figure out where things are at and what you need to do to get to 10. And if you can't get to 10, don't worry. We're going to keep it just nice and easy. So nice deep breath in. And breathing in. Breathing in. And now if you want, you can explore changing your tone or the pitch of the note that you're choosing. I'm just at a really neutral speech level, but you can move around a little if you want to start warming up your voice too. So you can breathing in and like take it really low. Do a couple more low ones. Last one. Awesome. So with all of the kind of humming and buzzing and resonance, we're tapping into some polyvagal stuff, which is really good for relaxing and releasing tension and grounding. Also good for like revitalization too. There's different ways of using these exercises that are going to increase energy or also like decrease any anxiety or stress kind of stuff. So we're going to look at one that's really good for decreasing anxiety, releasing some stress. And this is all about the out breath being longer than the in breath. That's how you manage it. Vitality stuff is kind of short and choppy, and sometimes the in is bigger than the out. Thinking about fight or flight, essentially the polyvagal stuff is very connected to fight and flight. So when we're performers and our breath control isn't managed properly, it can really increase stage fright and performance anxiety, because if we gasp for notes or gasp for air before we start singing, that can trigger your fight or flight in your brain, which in turn puts fuel on the performance anxiety fire. So if you're managing your in-breath really nice and smoothly and your out-breath is nice and smooth, we're also going to balance any issues with performance anxiety. So this exercise here, we're going to look at breathing in for 4, we're going to hold for 4, and then we're going to do a hiss out for 6. So I'll just kind of click you through it. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and hiss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and hiss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, and hiss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and hiss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to increase. We're going to go in for 6, hold for 6, out for 8. So we're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hiss. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hiss 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Take a little breather, kind of reset a little. Now we're going to look at box breathing. So it's the same all the way through. So you breathe in for a count, hold for the same count, out for the same count, hold for the same count, and just kind of go around in a square doing the same counts all the way. Just remembering that, again, if you really want to release tension, your out breath should be longer than your in breath, but this one is another one that's also really good for kind of grounding yourself, focusing, and just getting your breath flowing and resetting a little bit. So really good too, also just from a singing point of view, because of the holds that we have, and also just being able to count in, to breathe in. So being able to count is bonus, yes, but also being able to breathe in for a count of 4. So for example, if you have 4 beats before you have to start singing, I always recommend that you want to breathe in for that entire count of 4. So you're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and sing, versus like 1, 2, 3 and sing. Okay, so you want to be able to really take that time when you have a few beats to breathe in for that entire period and then start singing, as opposed to just hanging out and then gasp and go. Again, it comes back to exactly what I was just explaining about that performance anxiety, and also like kicking in with that fight or flight. So just always take as much time as you can for that in breath. So this exercise really trains us to be able to breathe in for a certain count, and it extends your lung capacity. It helps you hold for a certain count too. So it's a really, really valuable exercise from that point of view. So we're going to start with just a 4. So and you can go back and go over this and go up to a 5, go up to a 6, and 8, whatever you want to do, whatever feels good. Again, I'm going to remind you, if you feel dizzy, if you feel lightheaded, if you feel a bit weird, just pause, take a reset, and you don't have to be perfect. None of this is about perfection too, right? For me, I find the hold at the end when you're out of breath to hold for a count of 4, because you've essentially created a bit of a vacuum. It's really hard to hold that 4 when you have an empty lung, when you have empty lungs. So that your body naturally is really fighting to suck air back in, thank goodness, because that's what they're supposed to be, what our body is supposed to do when we don't have any oxygen. So being able to kind of mess around with that is also going to really explore what's going on with the subconscious and your brain and your physiology. It's all very nerdy stuff. So let's get to it. Okay. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do one more that's going to involve a little bit of vocalization. We're going to do a ha ha ha. So lower voices, can start down here. Higher voices start up here. And just, it's a very staccato, very jagged. We're just going to really start using your support. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. So lots of air. Ha 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 ha. This is more of an invigorating one. Ha, 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 ha. And just be very neutral and relaxed with your voice. No big push. Ha, 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 ha. Don't reach, just keep it nice and gentle. Good, back down. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, So lots of those you can just use anytime you need to just chill out, or you can really dig into them and make the counts longer and mess with the counts to just really extend your lung capacity and work on them from a singing point of view. But hopefully these are really helpful for you for just planning your breath for your songs, and also just checking in with your breathing technique to make sure everything's on the right path, because we tend to neglect that sometimes and just go straight to the vocalization. So checking in on that, and also just some really cool stuff to help you just chill out, zen out, and relax whenever you need to. So hopefully that's helped. If you have any questions, send me an email, emma@rocketvocalstudios.com. Yeah, this is part of the weekly vocal workout. So if you are interested in signing up for our regular sessions, this one's quite an anomaly because we usually do a lot of vocalization, a lot of singing, but I just wanted to do one on breath work for today. So yeah, if you're interested, check out rocketvocalstudios.com. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see the regular group back next week again, and hopefully some new faces. Take care and have a great day.